What's up everyone, it's David here and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we will be discussing Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass and what to expect once Wave 6 has been released. Before the video starts, I would like to remind you all to make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends if you liked it. With all that out of the way, let's begin. First off, I would like to talk about the new track that was announced for Wave 6. To everyone's surprise, it was revealed that Daisy Circuit from Mario Kart Wii will be included as a part of the Wave 6 DLC. Now, it is pretty obvious that this track replaced Mushroom Bridge or the cancelled Tour Nitro. My original theory was that Mushroom Bridge was replaced by Moonview Highway. Once Wave 5 released, we found out that it actually replaced the cancelled Tour Nitro in the Spiny Cup. Or did it? What if Mushroom Bridge was replaced by Moonview Highway, and Daisy Circuit was the replacement for the cancelled Tour Nitro? It makes a ton of sense why they would swap the two, due to Daisy Cruiser already being in Wave 5 as a summer track. Maybe Daisy Circuit was intended for Wave 5, but was swapped with Moonview Highway in order to prevent two Daisy-themed tracks in the same wave. Either way, Daisy Circuit is coming to the Booster Course Pass, and Mushroom Bridge is out. Funnily enough, Ryder Kart and I were discussing the Mushroom Bridge situation in July following the release of Wave 5, and I called out Daisy Circuit specifically as a potential replacement for Mushroom Bridge. So, I have legal bragging rights here. Massive shout out to Ryder Kart and Albert Boris for also accurately predicting Daisy Circuit. I am so glad it is here, and I take back all my negative feelings towards Moonview Highway. I'm sorry, Moonview, it wasn't your fault. Next up, I would like to recap the other tracks that will most likely be featured in Wave 6. I think that Romavanti will start off the Acorn Cup and will be followed by Daisy Circuit, similar to the first cup of the DLC, with Paris Promenade being followed by Toad Circuit. Daisy Circuit feels like a perfect track for the Acorn Cup, and I cannot believe that my favorite circuit track is finally being remade after so long. After Daisy Circuit, I think we will see DK Mountain as our final GCN track. I know I've been debating between Dino Dino Jungle and DK Mountain, but I think DK Mountain's huge overhaul and tour secures its spot in the Booster Course Pass. Piranha Plant Pipeline will end off the Acorn Cup, and this is not as complex as its counterpart Piranha Plant Cove. I originally thought that they would be in sequential in cups, but after thinking about it, spreading them out would prevent feelings of repetition among players. The Spiny Cup will start off with our final tour city, Madrid Drive. Madrid is such a fun and unique track compared to the other cities. You can tell that Nintendo intended Madrid to be a final city track just by looking at how much detail they included. The fact that you can play soccer with Goombas should just speak for itself. Piranha Plant Cove will follow Madrid as the second track in the Spiny Cup. Once again, this is the most complex Nitro that Nintendo created, with 3 different routes to explore. There's a reason why all the best tracks were saved for last, and other tracks were scrapped. Concluding the Booster Course Pass, we have Bowser's Castle 3, which is the biggest SNES track overhaul I have ever seen, and Wii Rainbow Road, which is the literal definition of a finale. I still cannot believe that it has been almost 2 years of this DLC, and how amazing the DLC has been. The finale tracks that are supposedly happening could not have been better, and I honestly have no other words other than thanking Nintendo for your nearly 10 years on this Mario Kart game. Now, that is all I have to say about tracks. But we were completely thrown off guard with the characters that were included with the DLC. There was a debate in the community regarding the final 2 characters. The most popular picks were Pauline, Diddy Kong, and Funky Kong. They all seemed plausible and were highly requested by fans. But there were only 2 slots left, and so one of them would be left out. I am 100% sure that Nintendo knew about this, because in the Wave 6 trailer, they made it originally sound like Diddy and Funky were the final drivers. Then out of nowhere, Pauline is shown, and everyone, including myself, began cheering and screaming out of confusion, amazement, and excitement.
From the Mario Kart Tour game, Pauline!
I'm gonna faint. How?
But then, all hell broke loose.
What? 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 What?
Wave
What?
6 of
What?
the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course.
Let me rant a bit before I explain how we got 4 characters. Why the hell is Peachette here? We could have gotten Nabbit to promote Mario Wonder, Hammer Bro, who was scrapped from Mario Kart Wii, King Babam, who would have been an amazing choice to include, Monty Mole so I can sleep at night, but no, Peachette. The most horrific nightmare that Nintendo has ever created earns a slot in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So many better options. Just why? Okay, I'm done now. Now yes, Peachette is a very disappointing spot on the roster, but what if I said she wouldn't even have a spot on the roster? Back when Wave 2 released, there was a bug referring to some lines of code, referring to drop-down menus for Mario and Peach, along with their variants. What if these lines of code weren't just a bug? What if we are actually getting drop-down menus for additional characters? This would explain the inclusion of Pauline on the roster as well. If the alternate versions of characters were all merged, we would have exactly 8 slots for additional characters. You know what also has 8 of something? The amount of remaining original characters in Tour. But then I realized that I had forgotten about a key character that debuted in Tour. That means the entire roster would have to be rearranged to fit the extra slot. But then I realized it wouldn't even be a big deal because it would form a perfect square anyways. So how does this relate to Peachette? I think Peachette will be a palette swap for Peach in order to make the number of Mario and Peach alts equal. But I don't think Peachette will be the only alternate costume added alongside the remaining 8 tour drivers. I believe that Peachette and Pauline are going to be the start of the Booster Character Pass. The Booster Character Pass will essentially be an expansion to 8 Deluxe's roster. This makes a ton of sense in my opinion, and will allow the entirety of Tour's original characters to be preserved. I decided to make a roster mockup to show what I think the new arrangement of the roster will look like after this update. I had to make a few rearrangements in order to make the roster include Monty Mole, but overall, I personally think it looks better than the original. Like I said though, I also think we will be getting costumes from Mario Kart Tour added as well. Now that we have official confirmation of Tour's content being completed, I think it would be a good time for Nintendo to add over the alts featured in Tour. A lot of the alts featured in Tour are either similar designs or exact copies of each other, so that meant I had to go through the entire roster and cut out any duplicate costumes in such a way that the costumes would be equal for most characters. In the end, I came up with many different options for costumes. Characters will either have 2, 3, 4, 6, or 9 costumes in their pop-up menus. Some characters don't even have any, but the amount of costumes should make up for it. Including the costumes currently in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we will have 99 costumes to choose from. In total, the roster size will be 148 characters. That's huge improvement from the 30 characters in the base game of Mario Kart 8 when it released. I love the idea of having costumes in Mario Kart games, and I truly believe that this is a possibility in the future of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This has been a wild journey, and I'm so happy that many of you guys watched my previous 2 Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it. And make sure to join the David Games Central Discord server, which will be linked in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, take care, and bye-bye.